Hi, this is my new haircut. It doesn't look like it in the camera, but it does to me. Woo, amazing. Hey, what's up? Time to get to shit together once again. It's not a one-step kind of thing. I wish it was, but it's not. The second step on getting our shit together is scheduling. But I'm gonna say here, I'm not here on any tutorials on Google Calendar, Notion, or Trello. For that, you can see the links that I left in the description, which helped me to get to here. I'm here to get you started, because you might know how Google Calendar works or how Notion works and Trello, but you have no idea where to begin on your scheduling story. So let's talk steps. The first thing you're gonna do is gonna put your life to quadrants. Me, I have the social media content, I have my freelance, college, and the person with habits, hobbies, and personal goals. Don't forget the person with habits, hobbies, and personal goals, because if she get messed up, everything else is gonna get messed up. I'm able to separate them by name. So you separate the things that you have in your life into quadrants. You could have 2, you could have 3, you could have like 1,000, I don't know, your life, okay? You can have as many as you think it takes, but it has to be something in your life that is a constant. The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna set them all into priorities. Since I've been lacking on my person with habits, hobbies, I've been saying hobbits, haven't I? Habits, hobbies, and personal goals. I watched Lord of the Rings yesterday, sorry. So this should be my priority number 1 because I've been lacking on it. The next ones are my channel and the social media content with college, because they are both at some kind of equal priority. The social media content is just first because it's when it comes to making it, it's more of a short-term kind of deal, a video every week, sort of every week, and never know. Stories every day, this kind of thing. With college, it's semesters, it's months of reading, it's months of writing. So in the making, it takes more time. So it's third because I have more time to make it, and I can make it simpler. Do you remember what I said about lists? Because we're about to make a list of what every quadrant involves. You list what it makes everyone, and you put on how much time each of it takes. Here's how long my classes are. Sometimes you can't, just like the assignment, because sometimes it's just 1 page. You're supposed to make it sometimes like 4 pages in 1 week, because professors just want to drive us insane. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be using this for therapy. Or the time that you want to spend on something, if it's hobbies, The best way for you to achieve your goals, especially if you have deadlines, if you have deadlines, there's not another word, it's deadlines. I don't know how I'm gonna say it. If you want deadlines or self-imposed deadlines, yeah, that's pretty much it. Next you're going to pick your fighter. You probably heard about Notion, Trello, and Google Calendar, and you don't know what to do for each. You've tried all of them and don't know what works for you. Let me tell you what works for you. What works for you? No, I solved all your problems. No, but let me say, sometimes the most amazing advertised tool just won't work for you. So I tried to pick the 3 main that I've always seen the scheduling things, because it's been a while that I've been trying to do this, and put what it works best for. Trello is for simple, everyday tasks. It works amazingly for me because it's simple, it's fast, it's something that it's amazing to do, and the app works amazingly. Notion is more detailed, it's better for more specificity, hard word. It works better for projects that are more detailed. If your daily tasks needs to be detailed for you, Notion is better than Trello. Google Calendar is good for time management, and you know what you're supposed to do when. It has tasks, it has the notes, but they just won't work for me because they hide in this little tag, and sometimes I forget to look at the tag. I just leave some pin notes, just like class colors and stuff that I'll be using for a long time. But enough babbling about tools and quadrants and priorities. Let's start planning your month. You're going to list your deadlines, what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to deliver it, appointments, promises you made, anything you can put a date, list. And you put it on your month planner. Sometimes you can have using this on Canvas, you can use a board, you can use Google Calendar. I like using all of them because that way I'm not able to forget anything. The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna divide those deadlines into steps. This works amazingly because then you don't leave everything to the last minute. My example, my videos. Sometimes I have to script, make some slides, record, and I'm gonna have to edit, subtitle in English and then subtitle in Portuguese. Those are my steps. And remember when we put the time we need to make all of this? That way you know how time is gonna take and how many days you're gonna have to do it. So let's talk about your week planning. The first thing you're gonna do in your weekly plan, the first thing you're gonna do when you get into a calendar that has times and hours, you're gonna put the time that it's already taken. Morning routine, lunch, if you get to somewhere like work or school or college, you put the time you need to get to the college, you get to work. Because you might think you have more time than you actually have. Me, I take like 40 minutes to get to college. But I have to think about some things like if the buses run late, if I wake up late, I have to have this margin so I won't get to class late. This is just an example, but it worked just fine. This is our week 1. You're gonna look at your week and you're going to set tasks and goals. The tasks are the step 1 and step 2 that we saw before. Your goals may have study, posting a video, and going out. Maybe you're trapped way too much in your house and you just need some fresh air and stay outside because you can't stand in your house anymore. But then again, why am I using this for therapy? This is your tasks and goals. What you're gonna do, you're gonna see the time that you have left. You're gonna see what gets blank in your calendar and you're gonna fill it with your goals and your tasks. If you have that much free time, I'm kind of jealous of you. This person's week turned out to be like this. She values studying in the morning. Step 1 and step 2 takes a bunch of time. She can record and edit on the same day. She has a deadline by the end of the afternoon, and Friday, since she's not doing anything, she'll go to the mall. She's a woman because I said so. And also person, it's a feminine word in Portuguese, so I'm kind of confused. Also, a really good trick with calendar is to have the app in your phone. To have the app on your phone and turn on the notifications because you have your phone with you all the time. You can also work with the alarms on your phone, but the Google Calendar one makes it seem more official. The best thing you can do is divide everything by color. That way, when you see it, you know what it's supposed to be. Now, day planning. Day planning is really tricky because again, it's from person to person. To me, I work with checklists. If I detail something, I'll just get completely lost because things that I can control happens. If you don't know where to start with a checklist. Now, as for the way you organize your blocks, you could put a really long description on your blocks, but you're not gonna be able to see it. I suggest Notion for you instead of the calendar. Given my example, I like a focus. I know that I work better with hard tasks in the beginning of the week. So I put the hard tasks in the beginning of the week, and by the set amount of time that I have a focus. I'm focusing on that area of my life, like the channel or social content. Sometimes I'm not able to record, sometimes I'm not able to edit on the day. So if I set specific days for recording and editing, they might just not happen, and that will be really a bummer. So I'll just have a focus. I'll have to do what I have to do, and then I put it on a checklist. It took me like maybe a month or more before I found a good way to schedule. I have a physical planner, I have the digital planner, the board, lots of posters to put on that board. Really personal, and you will have to experiment on it. This is not a very complicated video. It's supposed to be fast, it's supposed to get you started. If you want more detailed stuff, it's all in the description. And now, you know where to start. See you next time, and getting our shit together.